Hey everyone, Kyle once again. Welcome back to the next episode review. Back with my Dress Up Darling season 2, which sadly I'm sorry for not doing once again. Not getting to that for last week's episode though. Like I said, just try and get as much done as I can. But if I do, I try to do double episode now. So sorry about that. But episode 20 and 21. Now, just briefly talk basically about 20. Episode 20 is that they go to this convention. Gojo wanted to talk with this woman who knows about prop stuff, making prop stuff for taking photos, right? With the cosplay outfits, and him, Marin, and all the other friends, they all come to this group. Meet together in this like little dining place, and they're discussing about doing a group cosplay shoot. And so and it's for this like this horror. Is it a novel or is it? It's based on another game series. It's called Coffin, and the six characters are all basically just nuns. So it's like six of them, and they need to do it as a group together. So they need two more people to join in, and then by the end of that episode, uh, Marin calls up Juju, which we have not seen in since the last season, right? So, so that's basically the gist of episode 20 right there. So didn't miss much, but it's a lot of pretty good funny moments though. But still, but leading into this one now with episode 21, um, she Marin calls her, and she straight out says no, and just the reaction when just the reaction when Maria says, "Oh, well," she just says, "You just say it right away," you know." And then with Juju's little sister, well, little sister who, like, remember, who's taller than her, Juju tells her that they're doing a group because we know that Juju does not do group photo shoots. She only did it for the one time that they did because it was the character she wanted to play. So that's the only reason. And so when she told her sister that it's for the series of Coffin, her younger sister got so excited, and so you know, and so she really loved that series. And so Juju, because now she doesn't want to disappoint her sister, so she calls Kitagawa up again and says, "Okay, I'll do it." And she got so excited because of that now, even though she doesn't want to do it but the thing is though, she loves her sister. She doesn't want to disappoint her, so she has basically no choice but to do with the shoot with them. So they meet up together. They meet them at the place where they're all at, and discussing the whole thing. And so, but the one woman that Jojo wanted to the Jojo, no, not Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, Gojo. The woman that he wanted to meet, right? She goes out for a smoke, and so, and the guy who dresses up, who cosplays as female characters, right? I forgot his name again, but they're both talking about it's about Marin, and so but Gojo overhears this, and so he tells her she tells him that she doesn't want to be around Kitagawa. She doesn't want her anywhere near her. Now she didn't give the full explanation or reason why, because probably because of her hyper behavior. I don't know. She didn't explain that part though. But all that is good though up until the third act of the ending of this episode, where I just lost it, because Gojo goes over to her place, over to Kitagawa's place, to learn more about the series of the game, right, of Coffin. And so he can't go home because all the trains have stopped. And so Kitagawa, to ask him, "Want to spend the night here at my place?" And that just immediately freaked Gojo, because because this will be the first time he's spending a night at another friend's place, let alone it's a girl's place. So he was already a little bit freaking out because of that. So he does accept because what else can you do? Because all the trains are stopped, he can't go anywhere else, or else it's cold outside. So they decide to go out and give him some warmer clothes, right? And then they're going out for more snacks as well. And Gojo, he he was looking at energy. He was looking at energy drinks. He saw one that kind of resembled the one that succubus liked in from that light novel that he read from the last season, right, where she dressed up as a succubus. She was drinking that kind of same style of energy drink, and if he drinks one of these, he can be wide awake the whole entire time at her place and not fall asleep there, and wake up and stay awake until the sun came up, right? That's what he was gonna do, but then Marin comes in, and she sees him sitting right there, and she looks right next to him were a box of condoms, and that immediately got into her head, where she thought he was buying condoms. Oh my god! And so she immediately thought that they were gonna do it at her place tonight. I mean, just her reaction and just how she was saying it, just like, "Oh, we're gonna do it tonight." Oh my god, her reaction to that, thinking that in that moment she was gonna become a full grown woman at that point. I'm like, he's really gonna do this tonight? I just can't imagine how disappointed she will be in the next episode when she finds out that was not what she was thinking the whole time. I mean, her reaction to this was just 10 out of 10 pure comedy gold for me. But I just can't wait to see her reaction, the disappointed look that she'll have in the next episode when she finds out that's not the case at all. That has been like one of the funniest scenes I've seen, if not the funniest scene so far I have seen from this season so far of My Dress Up Darling. Of season 2 of My Dress Up Darling, this has to be like the funniest scene I have seen so far. That is just pure comedy gold right there. Especially because with a character like Marin Kitagawa, nothing but pure comedy gold. Especially when she sees that Gojo, he's just when he has that straightforward face, that's almost a straightforward, serious look on his face, like when she's like, "You seriously gonna buy that?" And he's like, "Yeah, I am. I'm gonna go check out." When he says it in like kind of that straightforward, serious tone of his, it makes it more laughable as well, because just the person of his personality, how he gets focused and serious and something like that. It's just like, oh man. I mean, this show really hasn't been has held up for me in its pure comedy goldness, And this scene just pretty much so far has become the funniest so far of season 2. Man, I mean, just Marin Kitagawa she's just a pure fun character. A character that I just really love. I just loved her. I just love her personality. So yeah. So yeah, I'm sorry. Once again, sorry about episode 20 though, but just briefly describing it. That's basically the gist of it. And so setting up this whole thing about this whole group photo shoot. So, and nice seeing the two sisters again. So, but just that ending just made it everything. Just made everything about this episode, about her reaction, everything about that was just made up for this whole episode for me. So yeah, but yeah. But thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you next time. Later.